That is a big
Payment
draw
of
in
food or
of
sex? Sometimes both.
No.
Because it
What's
showed like
the name of this Pokedex?
That's what I said, dude.
Damn.
I said that.
A real life Pokedex.
I love everyone. Not you people.
Damn.
I have a boyfriend.
I knew it. Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the Take of the Day podcast with your host Ryan.
Alex.
And Josh.
Well,
I didn't know if you were going to fuck with us again.
To a great start, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today?
we're doing good, I think.
Yeah.
You know, new place, new me. We're at the
Oh yeah.
we're at Josh's new
audio
place.
listeners wouldn't get this because
Casa de Josh.
they're not watching. We're at my place recording today.
Indeed.
I know, it's nice.
lovely.
Yeah, it is nice. Very
Gorgeous
long table
day.
though. Very long table.
Shorter than the one we record at Alex's.
It feels like there's more length here. Take it as a compliment. You know what I'm talking about.
It's how he uses it.
It's maybe more
Yeah.
narrow.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, you guys have a thick table.
Very much so.
No,
Heavy
it's
as shit.
wide.
It was annoying.
Very wide and very long.
Just
can hold a
way we
lot.
like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hear otherwise, but thank you. So what's up? What's new? What's the haps?
Let's see. What is up? You'd
Job
think
hunting?
I'd be prepared for this question.
I'll lead you into it. How about job hunting? You've been doing that?
Well, this may surprise you, but for low-tier tech people, there's a lot of availability.
Yes.
That said, there's also a lot of shit availability.
Yeah.
So it's a case of, oh, cool, this would be the equivalent of what I'm doing now for less at a sketchier company. Let's maybe not go in that direction. But it's an easy apply, though, so isn't that neat for a confidence boost? Still kind of in the early stages. It's the fun thing of everyone that works around me very much wants to hire me on at the company full time, but the people that actually have the signing power are across the pond and do not give two shits about making sure your, IT department has people.
Yeah.
Because, as a global company, why would you need email to work? Why would you need computers to function?
We have phones. That's what they're there for.
This is the power of one of those businesses that have been around for 60 plus years overall. It means this new fangled technology. It's probably a fad. It's sure to pass any day now.
I can't tell if he's being sarcastic.
It's to hide the inner rage I feel.
Yeah.
Whenever it's a bunch of business people that are like, we've got like 3 people in IT. Surely that's plenty.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We need 17 more HR and salespeople to come through that.
I know, dude. Get it? I get it.
We really need more headhunters in our company. That's what we need right now. Because suspiciously, people keep leaving our departments.
Huh.
It's a fun time.
That sounds like a fun time. I'm glad you're having so much fun.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
At the very least,
Fun.
it's fun to clean up my resume, actually make it look proper.
Yeah.
It's nice to have stuff on there that's not, I took an internship in the summer.
Yeah.
It was only for 2 months for like 3 years. But, it definitely shows that I was there for 3 consecutive years, and that screws up every one of my apply things. It's like, oh, you clearly have like 3 to 4 years experience, right? No, that's like 6 months total when you actually divvy it up. But
Wait, why?
if it was just summer internships, 2 to 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
but I did it sophomore, junior, and senior year. So it's like, what years did you do this thing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I started in this year and this year. But there's not really a little thing on Indeed.com. It's like,
Yeah.
but these were only temporary periods of time,
Gotcha.
not working year round.
Well, at least you get to spruce it up.
Indeed, I can finally put confidently over 2 years of experience in the industry.
Nice.
Yeah. that has definitely opened a lot more doors. And once I actually go back to school and get the little piece of paper, sky's the limit. But I have to figure out how insurance works between now and then. So that's going to be fun because I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been juggling around with lately.
Speaking of sprucing up resumes, have you done that at all?
I did a little bit. I was thinking recently that I might just say
Any typos or small mistakes they need to edit here or there?
no. I fixed
What's
all
your
that.
degree in?
I recently was thinking about. I'm like, I might just say fuck it and just have
Get a
one my
factory
first
job?
page. No, fuck that. Be my first page. Just my like.
Cover letter.
No,
Your
my
life's dislikes.
schooling
Actual resume?
shit and my experience. I have another page just fully dedicated to skills and shit because I also realized I don't have like my droning on there at all, and I can't add it without it like jumping down to another page. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Do you have familiarity with Microsoft Office?
Kind of.
Put it.
I mean, I think I do. I don't remember if I have it on my resume or not.
Excel,
All
No.
of the tech skills.
I've never used Excel.
PowerPoint,
PowerPoint, yeah.
put it.
I think I have some of that on there, or maybe I took it off again. I don't remember.
It's one of those things I'm learning more and more of the shit we take for granted.
Yeah.
I can't
like,
believe there's a
I
Windows
touched
11.
a computer in my growing up days, therefore, these are all uncommon skills.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
My other issue is that like I don't have anything recent in terms of job experience,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want to put my current job on there because it has nothing to do with what I want to do. So
What? No, you put that for just job experience in general.
Yeah, if they see a blank spot, that's worrying.
Yeah, I'd rather.
It's like, what
I'd
were you
rather have-
doing? I was getting high in the forest.
You think I'm
going to
get anywhere with? There's always experience to be learned from something.
Mm-hmm.
I like, putting yourself as a worker at,
During this
Ace.
time, it showed that I have amazing patience because I didn't shoot
Yeah, I have
myself
people-
in my current job.
I have people
for
skills
3
working
years.
in retail, or I know how to handle pressure because I work in retail.
But
I understand how to be screamed in the face. And
the other
smile
reason why
next
I
to
have it
yourself.
is because again I just felt like I've always been told your shit should be 1 page long, no more, no less, and I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to put all this shit in
Really
in 1
type out?
page? I feel like that's just not gonna work.
It doesn't work like that. Just do it. Just fucking do it.
You put the relevant shit on page 1.
You
for
don't-
people
you
to
leave
see,
out Grand
and then
Blanc
the extra
High.
shit.
I don't have that.
No, okay.
I took off my my high school shit. for
Take
sure.
off college too. It's not
I'm not
important.
doing that.
Did you put your band stuff on there?
I think I did, but after like high school band and shit, or
Just any. People give a shit about extracurriculars.
I haven't, just because I was like, I don't know
Podcasting.
how I put podcasting on there just because like that's a relative skill or relevant skill to what I want to do and whatnot.
Mhm.
Because I have on there doing this, somewhat running the social media and shit like that.
Mhm.
Whatever. Because there's been positions where it's like managing social media or whatnot, which I don't really do very well.
But you do it.
Yeah.
You don't need to put
Speaking
a
of
grade on there.
The social media. Did you mean to like my post on the podcast page?
So whenever I go on Twitter, it flips to either one of my profiles and I never know.
Okay.
And I was like, I liked it because it's like new post happened, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't like it.
Because I was like, wait a minute. I know I didn't do this. I'm like, it has to be Ryan. I was like, you probably did it on accident.
yeah, yeah. Well, I thought I liked his mind, but So, Eddie, besides your debacle of job hunting, what else is new? What else you been doing? It has been a nice week. It was a nice week last week.
Dude, we were talking about going discing this past weekend,
You trying to froth, bro?
and we were like, oh, we'll go Sunday because it'll be, that'll be the when we're all available. And then it was like, it fucking rained like it did on Saturday. I went, I'm not going to fucking where we usually go and play in that fucking muck and shit. And thankfully,
What, you don't want to be like sliding down mud banks trying
No.
to find discs?
no. And thankfully, our buddy who was going to go with us, Sam, he agreed with me. He's like, yeah, it gets fucking muddy and shit like that. I'm like, thank God. So
Cowards.
he still came over and hung out and whatnot.
That's
but
cool.
I told him we'll have to make a day to drag some more people out to the one that Ben lives by now in East Lansing that I really like. Because that's a nice course, and Ben's like super close to it, so that'd be nice. And I like that one a lot.
Is he coming on the podcast?
I don't know.
Whenever he's not.
Is it before or after Zach?
I mean, Zach's been on it at least once and twice. No, twice. No.
Yeah, but apparently
Twice.
trying to get him out
The
of the
next
house.
time?
I have better chance of learning what the weather is in Phoenix next Thursday than if he's going to show.
80s.
Yeah, I'll have to. I just know when Ben comes home, it's on the weekend more often, so
Get him.
we'll have to do it on the weekend when we can get him on there and whatnot.
Just throw a microphone in his face and try to get generic phrases out of him. We can superimpose them into the podcast.
I'd like to get some of our. other
How are we
friends on the
doing this
podcast.
week, guys? Good.
I want Chris to tell me all about the food industry.
Oh my god.
I bet he has some good stories.
Probably some good
Have
horror
Austin
stories.
on, have him give us the detailed approach on how to make an A&W float.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I want
if he didn't have
Austin.
if we got started earlier, we probably could have managed to have him on and record a whole episode before he has to leave for work.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we have to do it on a weekend.
Are you implying that in the time it takes for me to drive down here, us to dick around for an hour and a half, we could have potentially recorded content?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
What is he going on about?
I mean, that was why I told Zach, I was like, yeah, it's probably going to work then, because knowing us, we fucking dick around and whatnot for like an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, we only sat at the table looking at TikTok for... what is the time now?
Too
We
long.
like to procrastinate, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about it. I mean, on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how you would like have homework, but it was for like third period, so you're like first and second hour is when you would actually do the homework?
No, I never did that.
The fuck's wrong with you?
I was a good student.
Bullshit, I've seen your grade.
I was an AB student.
How dare
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, what a nerd.
There might have been like, not in high school, but in college, there's at least like one. There's one I completely failed because I said fuck this course, and I think there's a few that might have been like a C or a D, but I still passed the class, so I didn't care.
I hated school so. I hated
Yeah,
school
I know you
so
did.
much.
You might have made a comment or two about it.
The only other thing I've done is I kind of jumped the gun a little bit, and I bought a record player, and I was like, this will be nice because I can finally list my records and shit. Well, you get what you pay for, and
Can you return it?
Did you check the reviews?
Wait, you can't return it?
no,
What do you
because
mean?
I bought it from a consignment shop down the road, and they're like, yeah, we only have a 3-day return policy, and you have to have a receipt. And I was like, all right, it works fine. I don't need the receipt anymore. And then I got eager, and I was like, well, I have another pair of speakers that I would like to be able to hook up to it. So I called a buddy of mine who knows a lot of this shit, and I knew he would be willing to help me and talk with me about it. So he rigged up some lamp cord and shit like that to just splice it together, basically. I mean, it works okay, but this record player is such a cheap hunk of junk that it just doesn't have. It's not very good.
How
So
much did you spend on this?
like $50. So, I mean, again, I get what I pay for it. So, I mean, at least I can list my records now. Some of them just don't sound as good as they could, but I'm like, whatever. And I was like, well, maybe he'll be hearing from me sooner rather than later, because I don't know how long I can go without listening to my records and not going insane from how shit they sound. Because I can buy a decent turntable for like $100.
Dude,
And then I can
become a
find,
DJ.
I mean, I could find other shit. Like he was telling me, you can find shit on like Craigslist and stuff like that for super cheap because people are getting rid of it and stuff like that.
Okay.
So,
Probably if you just look for refurbished prices, you're good. Golden.
well, that's
Note to self: don't cheap out on stuff.
I mean, I was just one of these where I saw it and I was like, this would be cool to have. And I thought it was an older thing because it looked older. And then I found out it made in like 2015.
Bye,
so I was
buddy.
like, fuck.
Have fun at work.
Like, it's not as old as I thought it was, but I mean, it still does its job.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at some of the turntables on here, and I legitimately thought that was just like a fucking dining set. Like that could be like a plate on a platter with like
Okay.
a fork.
First of all, I'm not paying that fucking much for.
And that's pounds.
Yeah, no shit. I was just giggling at the image. I assume you don't want to pay €4.99 on a Sono's project.
No, because honestly, I could find a fairly decent Audio Technica, which is what I was gonna get anyways, for like $100, and then it's a matter of buying a amp and other shit like that so I can run it.
What else is new?
This one's built.
What else? Oh, I looked into how much it costs to grade cards.
Okay.
And within that process, I found out that one, the card is worth so much more because it's an alternate art of the Charizard in that set, which explains a lot more. And it costs like $100 to send in the card. So I'm like,
so wait, that'd
shit.
be what, a net profit of like $99 or something?
It would be like if I have to figure out how much I think it would be accurately around like worth-wise. So I have to look at it more and like actually see and compare it to other like.
Do you get like a bundle discount if you send like 6 cards?
I don't know. I'd have to look at that too, because like if I knew that and I had some other cards that were worth a little bit more, I would send in multiple just so it would reduce the cost. But I don't. I have to look at that more. But if I send in just the Charizard, it would be probably like a net of maybe 400 about. Because I don't think it's definitely not PSA 10, so it's definitely not worth like the actual $600. So it's probably more like 400 to 500, which is still a lot. I'm just losing some money for sending it and grading it.
We can. I could always chip in with you.
I mean, I have to
I'll
look
take
at
some
more.
of the profits, of course. But
I mean, you pulled it, so I just have to look at
greasy
it.
ass fingers.
I just have to look at it more and shit, and
I assume
Yeah.
if you lick the corner before you send back, that probably doesn't do great for its
No.
value.
No, it does not.
Note to self.
anything else you want to talk about?
I saw Doctor Strange finally.
What'd you think?
I really liked it. It wasn't plot wise. It wasn't what I thought it was from the trailers. But
Was it a buddy
see.
cop movie with the cape?
No, far from it. Very far from it, actually. There's a lot of people getting fucking murked in that movie, and I didn't know that going into
Kill
it.
people
Yeah.
in a buddy cop movie.
Did you see it yet?
I seen some of the characters that were introduced,
Okay.
and that's about it. And then he quickly left.
I've seen a slight clip where he jumps off a balcony, and that's all I got.
Okay.
Which I'm imagining probably happens in like the first 2 minutes of the film, and it's probably forgotten about.
Probably. I don't know. I mean, I did like it. It was definitely it was a fucking trip, that's for sure. I wish we could have seen it in 3D, and it pissed me off that they only
But
had
according to
one
Ryan, they
showing.
don't make those anymore.
I didn't know. I know. My parents said that. I'm like, I was so shocked. I was very shocked. I apologize, but no, dude. I seriously didn't realize they made 3D movies anymore.
You learned
It's-
something new.
honestly, after watching it, like before I saw people were saying like this should have been R-rated, and after watching it, I definitely agree with people. It probably, I think it would have been better if it was R-rated, just because they could have gone away with more shit than what they did in that movie.
Then people would have been upset because they would have had to be questioned about why they're bringing young children in to see this
So
superhero.
I guess why people
Make a PG-13 version.
I guess why people
That only works if you have robots.
What? No, you can have an R version and a PG-13 version.
can you? I didn't know that.
Deadpool did it.
Oh, that's right.
Just have a kid
PG-13, you get like one swear word, and you can have ungodly violence as long as it's against non-human entities.
See, the reason people were like, "Oh, it's probably PG-13," they couldn't make it R was because, the fact that it wasn't like,
Sales.
well, it wasn't also like humans harming actual humans. It was fucking superheroes and shit like that. So that's why you can justify this being PG-13 and not R.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm like,
They're
whatever.
play fighting
But
with explosions.
I think it would have been better if it was R, because they could have done more with some of the things.
Just make it invincible, like levels of gore.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
But Josh, if you make it R, how are you going to stop all the pirates?
Oh, brother.
It's a stretch, I admit it.
that
Worth it.
sucked.
Very much so.
I will admit though, there was some kind of dumb plot stuff in it that I was like, this is
In a
stupid.
superhero movie? Say it isn't so.
I thought it was gonna be the next Scorsese.
What?
The film, the next like Scorsese film,
Oh.
Wolf of Wall Street, or The Departed, or Godfather, or
Josh, would you say
Schindler's
some of the story
List?
beats were
Hmm?
odd?
What?
Would you say some of the story beats were odd?
What do you mean?
Or perhaps weird? Perhaps even strange?
anyway.
We're moving on
so
from this.
my week or two has been interesting, very ups and downs.
Heard something went down. How's your foot?
Yes. Speaking of foot,
Yeah.
so at work the other week, I was loading up some tile. So it's about 60 to 80 pounds of tile.
Oh, fuck that.
And the way they stack it is very like it's vertical and they're like right thin on top of each other, which I don't understand why they wouldn't just put it flat down so it's more stable and you could fit more up top. Anyway, so I was lifting one.
Because weight, you might shadow the one on the bottom.
Yeah.
Good old tile.
Yeah, good old fucking tile. Anyway, so I was lifting one off the top, and the one that was in front came down straight on my foot, and it was like the first time I really like felt pain in a while. Like, I wasn't.
Did
Like-
it make you feel alive, buddy?
No, seriously, it did. I'm like, wow. I've been kind of like I needed a second to like calm. Like, there were
Did it
no
just hit
tears
the
or like I
one
wasn't
foot,
like
or, like
I wasn't like dying of pain, but it was like it hurt.
big ouch.
And then I moved it off my foot and I wiggled my toes and there was no pain. Or like there wasn't
residual nerve damage.
yes, there was no like I could walk around fine and
He
everything.
didn't break his foot.
But I
Yeah.
broke the tile. So
Good old Home Depot Kung Fu master.
I am I'm
'Cause you don't wear like work boots, do you?
No, I was wearing those
Okay. That's what I thought.
Adidas shoes.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. Jesus Christ.
I
So
usually
what's
wear
the fallout of that?
Huh?
Did you have to like pay for the tile? or-
No, God no.
Or
I
did you just throw that shit in the back and go,
Yep.
broke.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
You haven't seen the fucking mess that Austin made at work the one time.
No,
With
I
the
don't say
fucking
shit.
concrete.
I have to come half an hour out of town to deal with your guys' work shenanigans.
But
I still need to show up in your place and like spit on a screen or something
Please don't do
thank
that.
God you didn't. I don't know why you do that.
to inconvenience people.
Well, you don't see us coming to your work and taking a dump on the computers.
Didn't you apply to my company? Is that not what that was?
Yeah, that's my resume. Take this for your resume.
Damn.
The Germans still haven't gotten back to me.
Shocking.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
I feel taunted by the "we're hiring" sign out front.
Do you guys actually?
Yeah, for like labor people.
Oh, okay.
You want to come assemble gas springs?
If it makes more money, maybe.
Probably doubt.
Well, other than that, so my foot kind of healed up very fast. It was blue for like a day, and now it's just like residual, like
Which
You know,
foot was it, out of curiosity?
my left.
Okay.
All right.
You should have lied.
I would have figured it out, but save time.
Don't worry, he'll get what's coming to him.
Indeed. Just very casually on Sunday, just in the middle of heated combat. Bam.
Whop. Other than that, I didn't get my full time position, which sucked.
Wait, what?
Wait, did or didn't?
Didn't.
Damn it. My apologies.
I know.
What the fuck?
I asked, and they were like, "This is the reason." It pissed me off. They're like, "The person who got the job knows the computers a little bit more than I do."
What the
Bro?
fuck, dude?
Bro, I had been there double the time. A, and B, that may be my first specialty department, but it really it would not. It'd take me maybe a month to get to where she is on the level.
That
Like,
sucks. That's so dumb.
but they were like, "We really like you as like you're a really good worker." So because now I'm getting appreciated for my work, they're like they want to work with me and try and get me into a position. I'm like, so I told them what I wanted. I'm like, I don't want to be in this shit anymore. I want to go actually do some physical labor and like be around. I don't want to be in a specific department. So They're talking about me maybe being a leader of a team, which is cool. Like maybe they were.
How many titles did you kick in that position?
Huh?
How many tiles did you kick in that position?
Dude, so many fucking tiles and wood.
Ooh.
I know.
Drop kicks,
They were
punch some tiles.
Maybe they were talking about me
To
like
raise
maybe becoming,
morale.
like a department head, which would be cool. They were saying you should apply, and I'm like, oh, we'll see. But I'm gonna look for another job.
Mhm.
I don't want to be stagnant. Plus, I'm trying to move, get the full time. 15 hours, okay, but you know, there's always more money out there. I need to get my grubby paws all over it.
I was to say, if 15 is what you're looking for, there's a Taco Bell near me.
I don't want 15. I want
I
20.
want it all.
I want at least 42 an hour.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna start having to sell my body or something. I don't know. I need to get out of my house. Other than that, I don't know. I've been becoming friends with someone at work, which is cool. Hanging out with it's a girl. I know, right?
Yes.
I know. It's actually very scary. This is a very scary game. It sucks because it's like, not dating for a bit. It's so hard to be vulnerable anymore. I don't even know. Can this old soul love again?
Yes.
I guess we'll, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can. My heart is full of love. I love everyone. Not you people.
Damn.
I have a boyfriend.
I knew it!
Here comes that.
But yeah, on that, went to therapy. Have a lot of family issues that I'm working on, but I'm not gonna bore everyone with that. It'd be hours. Anyway,
Can I take a guess at who is has the most screen time at therapy?
what? Me?
No, I just mean in terms of your story.
Oh, who?
Let's see. I feel like you wouldn't talk all that much shit about your sisters, other than they're annoying occasionally, or
Yes, fair.
difficulties with privacy. So, mom or dad? The coin flip.
I'm
I
gonna say his
feel
mom.
volume. I would go with your mom, but I feel in terms of like it hurts the most. I'm gonna guess your father.
I feel like that's actually swapped.
Really?
Yeah. My mom hurt me way more.
Efficiency.
Yeah. She's very efficient. She's like a person with a dagger, literally stabbing my heart.
Jesus.
How was your Mother's Day?
It was.
You guys have fun?
Well, I mean, I did. I had to work that day,
Damn.
but I did hang out with her for a little bit. She didn't do anything. She didn't want to do anything. We were supposed to go to the record store, and we just never went. Boom. Oh, we have to go. I have to do better with that. But my mom also does piss me off sometimes.
Shocking.
Yeah.
How about you,
Hey.
Josh? Do anything nice for the holiday?
Wait, Mother's Day
hard.
was like last
Yeah.
session, wasn't it? Was it not?
No. Mother's Day was like last week.
Mother's
What?
Day is why we canceled
Wait.
D&D. That's a
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Did you do anything with your mom? I kept
That's-
playing Mother Lover.
neat.
Jesus.
What kind of vibes are you trying to send out there?
I was trying to. I made a joke to my friend at work about trying to bang his mom because she works with us. She's a good friend of mine, and
Did she hear the song?
oh no. But yeah, that's funny. How was your mom? How's your mom doing?
Tell your mom I say hi.
Stop, chill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was last week, right?
Yeah.
Last weekend. So Saturday we went down to see my grandma, and
Like this one?
yes,
Cool.
yes, and I get there with my brother, and my aunt and my mom are sitting there with her, at dinner, and she's just not eating. She's like, no, I don't want it, whatever. And it's like it looked fine. It smelled good to me. It was like it was like a lasagna or something like that. And we're like, what the hell? Like, it's fine. It's eat it. And we know, like, if we weren't there, she would probably eat it. So my sister and her roommate come by with like dessert. It was like these brownie things or whatever. She still wouldn't eat it. It's like, come on, like, what the hell? And just like it was just difficult. Like I kind of figured that's how it would be, and then like we got her back to her room, and we were saying goodbye. Went out, like I could tell she was visibly upset and like on the tears and crying. And as we left, she slammed the door shut. And we were like, "All right, let's get the fuck out of here."
Woo!
Yeah, it was not
Fun times.
not
with
what I
Mimo,
wanted to do. I was like, Jesus. And then on actual Mother's Day, we went to my grandparents and had a my sister Dot did she got Famous Dave's takeout, which was better than us trying to make reservations because it's be a pain in the ass and whatnot. And it was still fine, but like my cousins, my aunt and uncle showed up and whatnot. And it was fine. Like it was. I mean, it's not like it was anything special or whatever, but it was okay. We got my mom a Fossil like smartwatch.
Dude.
Nice. That's high fashion.
Yeah. Well, she had like a hybrid one. But the one
Very
that
old
we got her now is
Hybrid as in...
It's not like an Apple Watch. It's just like it'll turn to a certain number depending on who is calling you or texting you or whatever. Like you can sign people's numbers and whatnot, and you can control your volume and whatnot. But it's not like an Apple Watch where you can see text messages on it or.
When you said hybrid, my brain's going like, it's gas and electric? What kind of watch?
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think the people who have your watches are very dirty.
Really?
Dude, when you're talking like this.
Oh, I don't do that.
But when people do that, I think it's the funniest.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
What?
It's always
putting it up
people.
to their ear.
It's always older people do it too.
What?
I hate it. I was like, that's so dumb. Like, yeah, it's nice if you don't have your phone right with you. You don't want to like scramble to it or whatever. But no, I hate doing that.
When I wear my Fitbit, it is to check the time, accidentally play my music, and for it to tell me I'm fat and need to walk.
I like wearing mine. I didn't think I'd wear it as much as I do when I first got it, but I don't think I've ever taken off for a different watch for anything. I don't think.
Honestly, charging it was just the hard thing that I was trying to get into.
See, I would
take it off, put it on the charge, and then forget about it. Or leave in the car.
I just make sure I plug it in the morning and grab it before I go, because otherwise I almost always wear a watch. It was just kind of, I'm used to it at this point. Anyways, yeah, we got my mom one because my sister was like, it was between that or some purse, and I was like, well, what's she getting more use out of, a watch or a purse? And she was like, well, probably the watch, because we're talking about trying to get her to an iPhone so that we can help her operate the damn thing instead of her current one, which is old and slow as shit sometimes.
What, she got like one of those little ladybug flip phones or something?
No, like she has a it's like an LG. It's an Android smartphone, but it's so like slow and shit like that. And like when there's some issues, like we don't know what to do. Like I can sometimes figure it out, but like,
dude, I swear to God, Apple users are just idiots.
No, like I can figure out some stuff, but like there's other things where I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, like what the hell to do,
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
because everyone else,
you guys are just on an inferior system.
I don't know. Sometimes it seems like she's on the inferior one.
And she just gets a new.
I mean, if
Android.
she got her Android, I'm sure it'd be much better. But like, that's why we're like, well, at least if she gets an Apple, we can at least help her better.
Oh, Ryan, here's the thing. Between Android and Apple, they specialize in different mentalities.
I know. Apple is
I'm
very
terrified of
social.
old people with Androids.
Yeah.
Because that means there's a fuckload of menus that they can go around and
Oh my God,
things.
dude. Yeah.
With an iPhone, you at least have like 3 things that they could like narrow down into and mess up.
Yeah.
The decision making on any kind of gift giving from my parents, not good sometimes. Like my dad's like, what phone should we get your grandma?
Oh God.
Let's get her a Samsung. Worst fucking mistake of my life. Are you kidding me? I feel like I'm teaching a primate.
Jesus Christ.
My grandma's not with it.
You just swipe up and you enter in your PIN. What PIN? Like the one with the credit card?
No, goddamn it.
No, God, don't use that one. No.
God.
Now, question for your Mother's Day: who plans? Who plans what to do?
My sister did a lot of the planning.
Is she
but
the oldest?
Yes, but she also, with a lot of this kind of stuff, she always does a lot of the planning. Even for like, we do Easter and like Christmas and stuff like that. She usually helps with either planning out stuff or like, oh, I'll get this or this for food wise or whatever, which is fine. I mean, I don't have an issue if she gets that stuff and then like, you know, she brings it wherever and we have to help cook wherever, like I don't care about that. That's fine with me. I wouldn't want to really deal with the planning, but she is, of like my dad's side at least, she is the oldest of all of us, like the grandkids and whatnot, because like my aunt and uncle, they're fucking useless sometimes with that shit. Like my sister was trying to talk to them about what we were gonna do for Mother's Day, and she just didn't get an answer. She's like, "What the fuck?" Like,
yeah, dude. What about you?
It's usually a group effort kind of deal. Like,
That must be fucking
couple
nice.
weeks before, my mom will usually throw out a group text of, "Hey, what do we think about like this place?" Or "I was looking at this thing. This could be fun." Then like the week before, me and Ash will get a text from my dad going, "What are we doing for Mother's Day?" And then we'll usually throw together like, it's usually just like a nice dinner. Or we go and pick up something. This time I took my parents out on a little boat ride around the lake, just get some sun in, trying to push the boat people mentality this year.
Yeah, that's
Because
cool.
we didn't get out a lot last year, because we were still kind of the new boat. Who can drive?
yeah,
Wind!
yeah,
Yeah,
It was nice. It was chill. Wasn't anything special, but
dude.
I think the simplicity was nice.
I just realized, you know how when we're in our other group, no one can make a goddamn decision.
mm-hmm. That's your family?
That's my fucking family. No wonder I have to make decisions all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan, actually, no, I'll let you can do your thing.
Okay.
I'll follow.
Oh my god, this bullshit. So my dad asked me, he's like, you know, what do you like? He's been asking me all week about like what are we gonna do for your mother, and what do you like? Asking what like gifts to get mom, and he's like, do you think she'd like Audible? Like, I start laughing at work because I'm like, what time does she have to read, and when does she read? I mean, I haven't seen her read a book in a while. She's just not her. Okay, so it's like, or even listening to one, she's shown no interest. I'm like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, like,
here?
where did that come
Yeah,
from?
where did this come
What
from?
ad did you see?
Yeah.
And then you're like, that's easy enough.
So I'm like, no, just take her on a date, and because that's what she wants. And he's like, okay.
Yeah. Here's a gift card. You kids have fun.
Yeah, seriously, that's all you had to do. So
Get a card.
the day,
Figure out what color flower she's a fan of.
so Friday that day, I'm like, he asked me like, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, all right, let's get Kate in here. And
Group huddle, go.
okay, so I'm like, all right, what are we thinking? No one's fucking talking. Are you kidding me? I'm like, okay, Kate, can you do dessert? I'm like, she's like, yeah, sure, I can do dessert. I'm like, Dad, can you? Were you planning on doing dinner? He's like, yes, yeah, I'm gonna do dinner. And I'm like, well, I work this morning, like all throughout the day. So you guys, when I come home, you know, I'll do my thing with Mom. And I'm like, Dad, can you take her out? And he's like, yeah, sure. And these guys just didn't come up with like an idea. It was all me. I'm like, take her on a date. Go take her to go see the new. He's like, I'll see what she wants to do. Bitch, take her to the dude. It's your date. Take her on something. Go take her to lunch. Go take her to dinner or something else, and then go watch a movie or something.
Find a park. Walk around for 10 minutes. Look
just
at a flower.
Figure something
Touch
out.
grass.
Stop. Like, don't leave the decisions to her. That's dumb.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there's asking for her opinion while you're doing things, but you don't go in there with just, well, let's see how.
hey, honey,
the
I'm going to
world
take you on
takes
this date. What do you want to do? I don't know. You like just have some kind of like yeah, and
You
I
don't
know.
have to have the greatest plan, just something to work with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put on
Exactly.
good shoes. We're going dancing.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It was just annoying. And I don't know. Pulling that all together is just wow. I have to be the leader for some of this shit. It's very annoying, very frustrating. No one else wants to be creative.
I appreciate my sister.
Yeah.
Because it's a case of she has difficulty focusing, but she has the most energy for stuff.
Yeah.
So it's
For
the
sure.
combination of, if Ash can like start things, then I can run logistics on things.
She reminds me of the Energizer Bunny.
Very much so.
She
Yeah.
really fucking goes.
Without the coordination.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you have to turn her to where to go.
Yeah, that's generally the thing. If you can get it so that we are working as a cohesive unit, we're golden. Because then it's a case of, okay, we are all tech people. We all understand how to answer a text message. Sometimes not the greatest, but we're able to figure it out. Okay, we want to do this thing. Dad, can you pick up blah, 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 or be here by this time? Generally, that works out. He may call back like 3 times because we missed Ash on the callback, and now I'm the one having to drive and coordinate. But we've gotten used to it. Could be doing better, but we have a system, and it mostly works.
Usually, for like Christmas and stuff like that too, it's always my sister who's like, here's some ideas for gift ideas for mom or whatever. I'm like, all right, that works, because I am terrible about that stuff. I'm like,
Really?
I'm really not the best when it comes to that things. Like for my brother, sometimes it's easy because it's like tools and like whatever. Like I know it's easy to figure out for him. Like it's always my mom and my sister who I'm like, I don't know what to do sometimes. And usually it's like, here's an Amazon wish list or whatever, or something like that. And like, so that's helpful, but it's never been like, oh, this looks cool, I'll do this kind of thing, you know? Very rare, I think that's happened to me.
I think my dad got my mom patio furniture for Mother's Day. And it's some cool ass patio furniture.
Does it recline?
It's 4 pieces. So it's like 2 kind of recliner thingies like these. One big, one small, because I didn't have another big one. Damn you, inventory shortages. And then like a curved couch thing with an ottoman. It's very squishy. It's solid.
Only the best.
They're 1,400 and better.
1,400! Oh my god! That's
Only the best.
Only the best for the dibs.
Apparently they're wandering through the store and put their butts on every piece of furniture they could find.
This ass has seen a lot of seats back in my day.
And I'm here looking at a
my
fucking...
mom is very determined to find the right thing. She has the energy for it some days. It's... I'm trying to think what adjective. Frightening is the one that came to mind first. Impressive was the one that immediately followed. So a combination of those two.
And I'm sitting over here looking at a fucking $50 patio umbrella.
I could probably guess which one my dad would lean towards in terms of adjectives. Yeah. I love her. She's a big part of our lives. We adore her.
God, speaking of patio shit, I'm like...
You guys want an umbrella out there? Enjoy some Mai Tais.
I need to buy...
Summer sun?
I gotta buy a new umbrella, and I'm thinking about fixing it. There's a couple like planter boxes out there that I need to fix a little bit, and then I'm gonna shuffle around the dirt in there and buy some different like herbs and stuff like that, like cilantro and basil and whatnot. And I'm probably gonna plant some jalapeno peppers out there because I'm like, I like to have those fresh, and it'd be nice to have it all right there at the deck.
Steele and Emma, she's a huge fan of that show.
Yeah, I feel like I get a lot of people. Well, I have the fucking actual...
I kidnapped her for weeding. It was cathartic.
I have the actual like planter box out there too that I have to go through. We have to go through at some point, but I'm like, fuck, that's gonna be a pain in the ass because it hasn't been touched in so long.
I've never used one of my friends for manual labor before.
You're friends with him. How have you not?
What do you mean?
Have you never moved a couch with him?
I've never asked. I've never asked him to help me. You know.
I feel like he's never had
it's
that.
great.
But then again, I usually can list most of the stuff up by myself. You know.
Yeah, where's the fun in that?
Getting a workout is a fun thing without working out.
Are you missing the entire social aspect of like doing tasks and shit?
Yes. Yeah, I like doing things alone. Maybe that's why.
That's fair.
I was gonna say
Hashtag rise and grind.
It's been a case of like I have relatives coming over. Hey Josh, are you busy this week for yard work?
Oh, you fucking kidding me? No, dude. I get no help. I don't get the help at home, so I've never asked for help. And whenever I've asked for help, people complain. So it's like it's a psychological issue, you know. Very isolated family. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you see, there's the power of the give and take. I take him for manual labor, and I give him my company.
I demand more.
Usually, it's payment in food, and that
is a big
payment
draw
in food
in
or sex. Sometimes both.
No.
You can guess which one's more taken up on offer.
Food.
food is always a good
Presumably,
payment.
yes, that would be that one.
God, I hope so.
Wink.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I finally started Jedi Fallen Order
Oh, neat.
last week, I think. Week
You
before.
haven't played the game yet?
No,
The
I thought you had it.
Kestis or whatever?
I've had it. I bought it. I think it was like a Black Friday deal or something. I bought it digitally, and I just hadn't. I hadn't played it because I was doing other shit, and then instead of going back and finishing all these games I want to go back and finish, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna start this game because I thought
How
it
is
was.
Star Souls? I mean, Dark Wars. I mean, that.
Well, to be fair, I'm doing it on the easiest difficulty because I'm like,
What
fuck
up?
this,
Yep.
because I want to just kind of get through it as quick as I can.
I'm here for
Why?
the stories, says Josh.
That too. I'd rather not shoot myself because I'm.
Normal is not hard. Normal is normal. You can do.
I mean,
normal.
I don't doubt that, but I was getting frustrated with the fact that like,
You sucked.
the fact that I didn't know where to fucking go in some spots. I'm like, how do I get past this thing? And I look up a guide, and it's like, oh, you have to wall run and do this. I'm like, I was trying that, it wasn't doing it, and I finally watched the video of
Maybe
him
you
like,
just
Played
doesn't
a
like you.
Zelda game, right?
what?
You've played a Zelda game, right?
Yes.
They're puzzles.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what using your brain means?
I was using it. It wasn't. The game wasn't fucking working the way I thought it
Oh
would
yeah,
have
it's
been
the
doing.
game's fault.
And then he spiked the controller to show it whose fault.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm not spiking this controller. Fuck that. No, I was just getting annoyed with that was like the one puzzle I was getting irritated
Did
with.
you fight Ogdo Bogdo?
The
like
frog.
first.
Yeah.
I did do that. Well, I knew that was I forgot about that was a thing, and I stumbled into it. And I went, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is a thing that like you can miss super early on." I forgot.
Indeed.
It's a Dark Souls boss.
The reason I remember that is because I watched a stream of the game for like half an hour, and it was just that for the entirety of it.
Well, my other issue is the fact
I'm
that
gonna
like,
break another chair on this podcast. I'm gonna be so upset.
please don't.
I'm trying not to.
There was just some like issues where I'm like, I don't know where the fuck I'm going, in the fact that like
You
I
have a map.
see I know, but even the map doesn't help me. Like the in the first,
Exploration is kind of a big part of that game.
I know, but like I was doing the it was in like the first world you go to, like the tomb or whatever,
Mhm.
and it's like the pendulum part. We should like turn on a air thing so it pushes.
Yep.
And I kept trying to jump onto it. I'm like, why am I not getting onto it?
Mhm.
Well, I fucking move over more, and I see you have to jump on the fucking side of it. I'm like, what the hell? Why is it not all the way around? I can climb on it instead.
Suffer.
That's really been the
Suffer and
most.
enjoy the wonders of this early Assassin's Creed climbing.
That's really been the most frustrating about it. Like I'm enjoying the combat of it.
Yeah, because it's easy.
Yeah, I definitely realized that having it on easy is a lot of me just spamming X. Like I do block and parry, but like a lot of it's just like I'm just gonna spam X and all like attack and go hog wild and whatnot.
But all those combos.
I mean, I do that. I do some of the special stuff. I will say I love the finisher moves in the game. Some of them are just really fucking brutal, I feel like,
Yeah.
too, and I would not expect it from this character.
Yeah, it's very much what is it? Doom Eternals, like Lord Kill almost.
Yeah. I also didn't expect the fucking like spider boss fight that's in it in the Kashyyyk world. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck? And then there's another one that pops up later. I'm like, why are there two of these fuckers?
To make your life difficult.
Apparently.
To show you that you've grown as a player and that you can now take down multiple early bosses.
I do like
Did
the
you feel powerful as a Jedi?
sure.
Cool.
I do like that a lot of the stuff that like you don't have access to right away, you gain it very quickly.
Yep.
I do like that a lot. I feel like it
If
is
only I could push that object over there.
yeah.
I wonder what's at the end of this dungeon.
I do feel like that's very rewarding. Although
I'm still upset about the progression of your force powers in that game. Just like, cool, I learned how to stop time. That's my level 1 ability. Can I push shit with my mind?
Yeah.
No, that's some high-tech shit. You gotta go
Yeah.
You're gonna under some ancient societies without
I will say though that the
for
fact
you to
that
get your fucking therapy memory.
the fact that it is like open world and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
I do find myself looking around everywhere getting
I
sidetracked.
just
I'm
want
like,
the
fuck.
boomerang, goddammit.
Well, on that first world still, I was exploring more of the area,
Mm-hmm.
and I got into the fucking like ice part of it, like the ice cave and shit. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh god, and I didn't know you can't fucking skip the goddamn elevator shit. So I'm
Stop
just I fucked up and went back down to the ice cave, not
Mhm.
realizing that I couldn't get back up except by the elevator shit. So I was
Yep.
waiting for 5 minutes or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Good
God
old
damn it.
early Mass Effect elevators. They're glorious.
I also had one instance of the game stuttering and looking like shit and like frame rate issues in a cutscene. I'm like, oh my
no.
god, what is going
playing
on?
on?
What?
You playing on PC?
No, I'm playing
or-
my Xbox.
Yeah.
But like, it was the only time I've had that issue. Like before, up to that point, I hadn't had issues with it. So I was like, what is going on? So I went to a save spot, saved, and I restarted the game, and it worked fine. I'm like, all right, hopefully this isn't a common occurrence.
It was the game trying to tell you, you've had enough.
I don't
Go
know.
to
Oh,
bed.
I was like, I get it. I'm not playing on like a fucking 1X or a 1S or whatever. I'm on an original Xbox. Like, chill game. It's not that fucking much. There's not that much going on.
You don't know. There could be a lot of particle physics in those grass blowing.
So, speaking of games, I have a couple that I want to
Oh.
talk about. First, I got to get this off my chest.
Is that
There's
a game or is that?
Call of Duty.
Oh,
Anyway.
God.
So, the Warzone came out with this Monarch thing, and it's King Kong versus
Oh,
Godzilla.
that.
So, I have a lot of complaints about this thing.
Mhm.
A, why the fuck is it King Kong versus Godzilla now after the movies came out like what
Why
years
wasn't
ago?
Why wasn't it Titans? They had the fucking Attack on Titan collab thing. Why do they have Titans in Warzone?
I know.
Because
I know,
they didn't
dude.
finish the models in time.
That would have been cool
That would
actually.
make
Like
that-
all these Titans that come and you have to survive.
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
that would have made more fucking sense to me.
I was gonna say, you guys know their QA team went on strike for like 2 months ago, right?
I didn't know that. I mean, honestly,
But
I'm not
it's-
surprised anymore with this shit.
But it's that's not even the complaint I have, dude. The complaint is these bitches don't even fight.
They just stand there on the map.
Okay, so what they do is like King Kong is like in the middle of the forest and like he like stomps around and like jumps places and he throws rocks
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it could land by you or at you and you have to get out of the way and Godzilla fires off his breath.
They're stage hazards.
Yes. Yes.
That's
you can shoot
hilarious.
them for like intel or whatever and you like do something with it but they don't fight and
I'm
it's
sorry for intel. Bang bang. I've learned math. What-
yeah, you get like Intel XP and you try to do something. I don't know. It's idiotic. It was what a waste. What a waste of a perfectly good. You could just watch them fight. Honestly, let's just do that.
Yeah. Or like do like some trigger, some Easter egg, or have a fucking event where they fight.
Yeah,
God damn.
yeah.
Have you fuckers learned nothing from Fortnite and their events?
I know they do well. They do well.
Make a
People
game
do.
type into skin. You would have been fine.
So the other two, I got a bundle. I
Oh,
got Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers game for $35. It was more for the Guardians game,
Okay,
but
good.
I
I
played
thought
the
the game
Avengers.
with like the streamer mode where they don't actually replace all the music.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But the Avengers one was okay. I mean, it's just a beat 'em up game. Very, very kiddish. If I, if I'm gonna be frank.
I'm
but the-
told the Lego game is more fun.
Yeah. But I will say that the Guardians one that's fun because you're just Quill, and you can manage your team. So I'm on the first mission with Groot and Rocket, and you can command Groot because he's like the tank and he like locks people down,
Mhm.
and then Rocket can throw a grenade and he's like a mid damage dealer, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty like it's very tactical, and you have your little blasters,
Mhm.
don't do much damage. It was fun.
You know,
Other than that,
have a good time with it.
yeah, it's cool. Plus the soundtrack, dude, man, deserves the win.
I don't remember. Did it win?
Did it win?
I don't think it won.
I
you sure?
remember you being annoyed.
I was
at its
annoyed because it was
inclusion.
part of it. I don't think it won.
I forgot what it was going up against.
Nier.
And
Get fucked.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
The good old
Wake up,
Squeaks.
mommy! I shit the bed.
The Amber Heard
fuck.
trial.
Stop. Did you hear that they released her from the Aquaman 2 contract?
Oh, is that
Yep.
actual? I saw people posting that, but I didn't know if it was just like
Confirmed.
bullshit or not. Okay.
I've just been
WB.
giggling at clips from the ongoing trial.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, I object to your own question.
Yeah. Dude, those lawyers I feel like have to be so on it. Like to call shit before even shit's said.
Mm-hmm.
Anything a probable cause.
Guardians did not win it. It was Nier that won it. I thought that's what it was, but I can't remember.
Uh-oh, that cat's gonna jump.
You
Oh.
have so much to live for.
He's jumping.
Oh no.
Boink.
God damn it.
The
Knocks
regret.
TV over.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry.
Suffer.
Our buddy Austin, who I live with here, he has 2 cats, and one of which likes to jump up onto the TV entertainment center and then into the window.
He is up there.
Yeah,
Good job,
I-
Rebecca.
I
So
don't.
proud of that fuzzbud.
Always jumping, dog.
The man.
Out of
hops.
bushes and onto ledges.
I worry
Speaking
about
of
that cat.
Nier, that is actually something I've been watching recently. I realized that I had like little to no context for like any of that series.
Oh,
So I'm like, okay, there's a YouTuber that I do that has a playthrough of it. But they were a person that started at like Automata.
okay.
So I'm like, fuck, how much
It's
background?
automata.
It's bullshit. Anyway.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So it was then just a fun thing of going through like YouTube breakdowns of the series before,
Oh God.
which does not just include Nier 1, because it's an offshoot of fucking Drakengard.
Yeah, yeah. It's fucking weird.
So I now have a vague knowledge of the entirety of the Drakengard series.
What is Drakengard?
Another-
Japan the game.
Oh.
What? What?
It's like it starts off as like a really weird beat 'em up with a murder hobo, and like packs with shit.
Interesting. Okay.
It's an odd concept that I do not feel qualified giving any amount of summary, because 1, 2, 3, and 4 are weird.
That's
But no,
weird.
because one of the endings to the first game is what spawns the Nier franchise.
Interesting. I just know they have an anime coming out soon.
Do they really?
Yeah, I'm like that should be cool.
Ooh.
I'm speaking of games, I'm excited for I forgot Mario Strikers comes out next month.
That'll be cool.
I'm so excited for that.
yeah,
That's
that'll
like
be
the
fun.
Smash Clown, right?
No, that
No. It's the soccer one. I really wish they would come out and be like, it has GameCube controller support, because I would be so fucking happy
Suffer.
and I wouldn't have to worry
I'm
about
gonna laugh when they give you the Wiimote car. Like,
the steering wheel.
yeah.
I like because it supports 8 players locally. I don't have that many fucking Joy-Cons.
Well, get on it.
Invest.
I'm not gonna spend 60 to
Invest.
80 bucks a pop per pair.
Invest in bundles,
yeah.
refurbish, steal them
I think
from
I
your
have.
neighbors.
I think total here we
dude,
have.
go to Media Replay.
I mean, I could just go buy more, but like,
I like how easily you convinced you were right there.
I mean, I could.
I'm not gonna
but,
spend
like,
$60 to $80. I think I could go buy more.
I mean, I could
but I
if
could buy
blah, blah,
used ones and whatnot. I don't know.
you gotta find a deal.
At the same time, I'm like, am I gonna have that many people over to play that game?
Yes.
blah. On occasion.
That's where I'm
You
like,
will, I think you'll have 4 to 6
I do too.
people.
And I have, I mean, you can do the split Joy-Cons, which I feel like it's not gonna be as good, but
What do you mean? With all the people in our group with monstrous mittens?
yeah.
Just, alright, let's do this.
Which is why I wish they would just make game controller support more. Like, I wish they'd have games more.
You think Nintendo is gonna go, hey, it's completely fine to use the old stuff and not buy the new shiny bullshit version of
Fair.
the old stuff?
Fair.
Bold of you.
It's just annoying that like the only game they have that for is for Smash, which I understand why, but it's like
It's a holdover that I imagine someone is still very pissed about.
give us more support for other games like that, because
Never.
I'm excited though. I hope that it's there's a quite a bit of content, because I feel like that's what people have been worried about, is that there's not gonna be a lot of content when it launches, but as long as
What features do you want in a Mario soccer game?
well in the
I want franchise mode where I manage a league.
you have that,
That'd be cool.
That's
That'd be
online
cool.
mode. You can make like a club.
You should have career mode where it's like
Sit
you
there
make
and
your
sim
own.
the game.
Yeah.
Well, in the first
Going
one,
for the championships.
I'm
and
almost
then the
positive
playoffs.
they had like a you would play through like different cups and be different teams and like difficulties. I think
That's cool.
I remember playing that with going through with Ben a lot, and we went through a lot of it, and that was really fun. Like I loved playing the first one with him. And
Is this meant to be like traditional soccer or is this bullshit soccer?
this is what you expect from a Mario soccer game.
Gotcha.
There's items and bullshit power ups.
So I can just set other players on fire if I find a flower on the field.
Possibly you can ram them to a fucking electric fence.
Jesus
that sounds
Christ.
terrific. I'm
Yeah,
interested.
dude, in the first game you have you would choose like your main character, and then you're like the rest of your team is either like, you know, Toad or like Koopa Troopers or like Hammer Rose or whatever. And whenever you like body slam them into a fucking fence, they just scream, and it's terrifying how they sound when they scream like that. I'm like, Jesus Christ,
I'm
dude.
reminded of a trailer I saw.
4?
Did you know Warner Brothers has a Melee fucking game
Oh,
coming out?
Multiverse or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer and didn't believe it.
Dude, I
Because
watched
when I see
it.
Shaggy get like run down by someone with a sword,
Dude, I watched the CG trailer they put out. I'm like, what is fucking going on? I said to Zach, and he's like, you didn't know this whole thing? I'm like, oh, I knew it was a thing, but this still looks fucking stupid. They had the Iron Giant in it.
yeah,
I know.
teaming up with his hero Superman to go kick the shit out of
Well,
people.
and someone was like, doesn't that kind of like defeat the purpose of his whole thing of like being a killer robot, but not wanting to be that kind of thing? Like, he's going
Doesn't
against what
defeat the purpose of most characters suddenly wanting the blood of their enemy.
fair. I just
Shaggy's
the
not
only-
a fighter either. He's a fucking
that's true.
Demigod, obviously.
Yeah.
Beyond
Oh,
such mortal
Super
state.
Saiyan, yeah.
I'm just saying, of that lineup in that trailer, I feel Bugs Bunny is the only one that would murder the other people in that trailer.
that would or wouldn't.
Would
Yeah. Yeah.
piano someone and not look back.
I mean, you have Tom and Jerry in there too.
That's true.
Which they physically they're immortal, but the injuries that they would sustain on anyone else, they would die. You know.
I feel like if you're going by like canon durability, I feel like these matches would never end.
No, they wouldn't. Have you not
Superman
seen?
dies
I've
before Tom and
sliced
Jerry.
You in two.
Have you not seen a
And-
clip in Tom and Jerry where it's like a fucking cycle of it's Tom, Jerry, and then whatever the dog's name is, they're just hitting each other.
You know who should be in the next Injustice game? Omni-Man.
I don't think that would work out.
You don't think so?
Isn't Injustice typically DC?
Injustice is not anything.
Oh.
I think it's maybe a Dark Horse comic or something.
Oh, that's
'Cause
what it
it's,
is. Yeah.
It's by the dude who did Walking Dead, so whatever that is. Robert
Yeah.
Kirkman.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't
Jamie, pull that shit up.
I could see that though. Did you see the new death battle is Home Runner versus Omni-Man?
Omni-Man wins.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
okay,
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wait.
It's not out yet,
Oh, okay.
but that's who it is.
Yeah.
And Justice is by Warner Brothers.
No, not Injustice. Invincible.
Oh.
Oh. I was gonna
Sorry,
say,
did we say?
You said Injustice. You said who would
Yeah.
you know who would be
Oh,
good in
yeah,
Injustice?
because he
Do you mean just as like a DLC kind
Yes,
of thing?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yes.
I could see that.
But I feel like
No, not in the thing. I mean, that'd
Okay.
be cool.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
When Sun Sky Entertainment was the animator. And load, damn you. Probably Amazon is what you would need to go for.
But Amazon didn't make things.
They funded it though. And
Just the
that's what
comic?
No, the comic was made by fucking what's his name from Band. It was...
I know, it's Robert Kirkman. He made it, but what is the...
The comic company.
Yeah.
The comic company.
Like who? Oh, the publisher.
Written by Image Comics.
Interesting.
Homage.
Oops, fuck off.
You got any good questions for us, buddy?
Oh yeah.
Sure, let's go through the list. Who do you sometimes compare yourself to?
God. I'm
How do you
kidding.
measure up there, Bill? Any
Uh,
particular traits?
The hair.
Ability to forgive?
I
Judging others?
don't judge others. Much.
So how does that make you compare in that category?
He doesn't judge. God doesn't judge. No. Okay, so real answer. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Let's not finish that.
What do you wish you spent more time doing 5 years ago?
Fuck. 5 years ago.
Planning my future. Actually, working on school a little harder.
Building a social support network so that depression can't hit as hard.
Oh, buddy.
Jesus.
I
Let's
might
see.
have graduated.
5 years ago was 2017, right?
Yep.
Big
Yeah. Because 6 years ago.
buzz by.
Buddy.
Wait. Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know.
Clarinet harder.
Get pussy.
No.
Workout.
Push-ups.
Honestly, kind of.
Crunches.
Get poon. Poon.
I was gonna say the workout
Dance.
thing, but at the same time, like
Hit the club.
working, like walking
Work
all
the
over,
club.
the
Yeah.
fucking. Honestly, like doing, like walking so much like I did on campus, that was a fucking workout. I think. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Talking to women.
Kind of, yeah. I don't know, cause like
It's just something you would have rather done. I would have rather gotten bitches. That would have been nice. You know?
Instead of being the bitch.
Yeah. I was the property.
Okay, let's see. What else we got on
Started
here?
the podcast sooner.
Wait,
no,
I
you
was
were
gonna
gone.
say that, but
No, you were gone.
yeah, I mean it would have been hard to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, here's an interesting one. What can you do today that you were not capable of 1 year ago?
What can I do today that I was not capable of doing
Living
1 year?
here.
Having the strength to find a new job. Because I now have the prerequisite experience to go.
Recognizing my emotions.
Yeah.
Woo!
Nice. Quick, Josh, high five building. Go without hitting the light, please. That was a bitch attempt. and you should feel
Otherwise, I'm
that.
gonna hit the fucking light.
You didn't even hit center going half a mile an hour.
You're like,
That was a high 3 at best.
Audio friendly, by the way.
oh yeah.
Audio friendly.
That's why I was describing how much of a bitch high five that was. It was the slowest, most sad thing ever. Oh, let's see. Come on, white girl questions. What else we got in here? Seriously, I have on here, if not now, then when?
What? That's one of the questions.
Yes. There are filled-in answers, by
Tomorrow.
the way, for this. The response to that
Tomorrow,
one is, it is now. If not, it is actively as soon as possible. It sounds deranged to me.
Okay, bud.
If you had a friend who spoke to you the same way that you... Nah, that one sucks.
Maybe we should drop the segment.
Oh, there we go. What activities make you lose track of time?
Sex. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna be
I was
that
gonna
Chad.
say stopwatch over there. You sure?
Dude, it's like planking for me. It's like, Jesus
Engage the
Christ!
core. Go, little guy. Just one more round.
Please, God! What makes me lose track of time?
For me, it's
Daydreaming.
reading.
Huh?
I read.
I daydream. And I daydream for a while. Like,
Dissociation.
yeah.
I
Playing games.
would say reading is one of them, since I'm doing that more.
What do you read?
You know what? I'm gonna change my answer for the other one. Reading. I wish I did more reading 5 years ago because I kind of stopped in college and I'm getting back into it.
What do you read? Are you a comic
Menus.
boy? Are you a young adult novel? Do you read smut, Josh?
No.
The light porn over there?
Sex, porn.
I just finished recently Dave Grohl's Storyteller.
Nice. Was that any good?
I liked it. I just started. I'm reading through the Kingdom Hearts 2 manga stuff again because when
Does it make the story make more sense?
No, but it's being in the manga style. It's more funny. Because when it first came out, it only came with 2 volumes, and then
I don't know why, but I'm
they
weirded
lost
out
it.
about seeing Donald Duck in manga form.
So I'm reading that, and then I'm still going through the SAO series. A lot of like just nonfiction or nonfiction. I guess kind of nonfiction
When
with
they
Dave
really
Grohl.
happened in Japan in 2012.
Like nonfiction with the Dave Grohl stuff, and then fiction and whatnot. And I guess young adult. I don't know what I would consider like the Alex Rider stuff because that's like
Yeah, that's young adult.
that's like young
That's
adult.
nonfiction.
Yes, there's a boy spy out there doing all this shit.
There is.
You wouldn't expect him because he's a boy.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's the perfect cover.
Talking is when I lose time with. It's a hobby, and I love to lose time with it. I could talk for hours, and hours, and hours.
That's kind of the premise of this, isn't it?
Yeah. I wish we
routine.
lost track of time in this.
There you go. Podcasting because we sometimes do ramble, lose track.
No. What do you mean by that, Josh? Tell me in detail what you mean
No.
by that.
I will not.
Do we want to end it off and do our music stuff?
Do you have another one? That's
If you had to teach something, what would you teach?
Philosophy. Actually, or film.
5e character creation.
so. Is this something that we can actually teach now, or if we could teach it, we would want to teach
Something you could teach to someone else today. What is a skill that you have that you could impart upon someone?
Emotions.
What would you teach them?
What it means to have them. This is pain. No, I would I don't know, I would teach how to ride a bike.
Who would you teach how to ride a bike?
My little sister.
That's wholesome. How dare you?
I know. How dare
I
you
just
come up
like the idea of going to like a 45-year-old man to going, I'm going to teach you how to ride a bike.
my middle sister who's 18 doesn't know how to ride a bike.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
She tried once, fell off, and she's like, nope, not doing this anymore.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Dude, isn't that like a parent thing? You then go, back up you go.
Yep.
You get ice cream if you succeed.
Nope. Didn't do that with her.
Some things are making more sense.
I know.
Bicycles. Okay.
Basic
Oh,
video
awesome.
editing.
Basic video editing. In any program in particular? Are you a Sony Vegas person? Are you a
No.
Microsoft or a Windows movie maker?
I mean, probably in like Premiere, just because that's what I use a lot. But it'd be more or less just like basic cuts, your basic transitions, how to fucking organize files and shit.
Mm-hmm. You know.
Wait, do you have some
I think I could teach troubleshooting.
troubleshooting, eh?
Indeed. A thing is broken. What is the chain of things that lead to this being broken? It's a process.
I had 2 things I wanted to talk about before. What, Wednesday?
Fuck, I
No,
forgot
sorry,
to discuss
Monday.
racism as math.
Eh,
Damn it.
Thank God.
So Monday I went to go hang out with my friends.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. It was yesterday. Yesterday night. I went to go for a walk, and
Trip.
we were going on a nature walk, and they had this app that they were using, and they scan plants and wildlife, and it comes up.
I feel like you've mentioned that before. I don't know if it's the same group of friends you went with, or
maybe,
or if it was
but
something else.
It was really interesting because it showed
What's the name of this Pokedex?
That's what I said, dude.
Damn.
I said that.
A real life Pokedex.
I'm
What
like,
the
dude, I
fuck?
feel like a ranger right now. Like, I just feel like I'm learning about berries and stuff.
Nightshade is a type of flower known to be.
Yeah, it was cool. It was interesting. And this other thing that I found, that there's this app called was it Cappuccino? It's like a micro podcast that gives you a prompt, and you have a group of friends, and you can each tell your thing, and it's like 3 minutes long or something like that. And it's supposed to be like fun and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks cool. I got it, and I was gonna do it with my other group of friends because they like to leave voice messages.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Neat.
Yeah,
What was the name of the other app?
I have no idea.
nature one?
I'll have to ask them,
Best. How dare you?
and I'll let you know. I'll get back to you. We'll do lunch.
Yeah, that sounds very cool.
What was it? I went to 3 different coffee shops in the past like month. I went to Cafe Rama. That was fun.
Mm-hmm. Just trying new places out, or
Yeah. It's in. They're all in Flint, so they're all
Okay.
like in the city.
So how are
Cafe
you
Rama.
comparing? Are you getting like the same drink at each place, or are you going like what's your special at each one? Like, right from there.
I guess we're just trying out the vibes. We just like good vibes. But no, I do get the same kind of drink.
Okay.
So I get like a mocha or whatever. Josh's specialty. Oh, I get a white chocolate mocha, so I'm a little
How is that
fancy
not
boy.
Josh's specialty?
He gets just a mocha, just plain mocha, plain mocha.
Are you telling me that this
Dude, is someone
gentleman
breaking
gets
into the house right
What
now?
the fuck was
a
that?
cat trying to escape?
I
It's
know- I
actually
don't know
someone
what the fuck
breaking
that
in.
was.
It's like when a cat can't get traction on the floor and then takes off.
So,
How was that in the fucking picture of there falling somehow?
I think that would have made more noise.
True.
Cafe Rama, the crepe company, that was a pretty good place. That place slaps, dude. You want a crepe? You go there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The crepe company,
And
Flint.
I wanna
you
try that
Have
still.
it listed under your segment about coffee shops you've been trying out.
Yeah, I got a coffee there.
Okay,
Yeah.
Coffee
it's
shop
all-
/ bakery.
fair enough.
And I forget, what is it? It's not Folgers. It's
I
help!
can't help
I'm
you.
stalling. I'm
I don't know.
stalling.
Suffer.
If it's a place in downtown Flint, I
Foster?
don't know.
Yes, Foster's.
In
It was really good.
Ferris wheel.
Huh?
Excuse
It
me.
says in Ferris wheel.
Yeah,
in the
that's what it was.
town.
No, it was a pretty good place too. It was interesting because it was in a huge building, and they had like all these stairs, and it was almost like it was a store, but it was not. I think it was an
Interesting.
apartment complex
Huh.
because it was really big building, really big tall building,
Fuck huge.
much huge, much wow. Anyway,
Of those 3, which one do you think was your favorite?
so if we're going straight up vibes, probably Cafe Rama. Very Victorian-esque place. But the crepe company is very cute, very small. Very good place too. Very hipstery.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the other one?
Foster.
Foster's. Dude, Dude, I keep
That
thinking
one was
someone is
me.
ripping.
I'm not allowed to shift forward or to the right in this chair.
Okay.
Otherwise, it screams in protest.
Foster's was cool. Not a lot of
Wait,
parents
Josh, how's this
there.
pick up on the mic? Oh, you fucker. There it is. Found it.
Enough.
Yeah, Foster's was cool. Not a lot of parents though. So.
What? Oh my god.
Huh?
Terrible.
No, it was good. It was my third option. I mean, the coffee tasted good, but the venue wasn't that great. Smelled like communism.
The chaos in your house.
I
Anyway,
don't like it.
You been
Let's
adjusting to it?
you want
All
to talk
good?
about music and stuff?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. So I have a couple.
Do you now?
Dawes recently came out with. They actually like previewed their whole new album coming out.
Mhm.
But they just have. It's called Someone Else's Cafe, and then it's with Doomscroller Tries to Relax, and the new album called Misadventures of Doomscroller. It comes out July 22nd. I listened to the little bit that they put out for the album because they like live streamed or whatever for a couple days. I like it a lot. I like this. I'm liking the sound of this album. The Black Keys had their new album come out on the 13th. That was Dropout Boogie. So I have Burn the Damn Thing Down. This might be one of my favorites from them now, album wise. I have Rollout by Mount Holly, and then I have Montage by Super Duper, which that one was from my Discover Weekly on Spotify.
You know. What you got over there, Ride?
All right. So, God damn it. Let's see. City of Delusion by Muse. What is it? Thoughts of a Dying Atheist, also by Muse.
I like
And Glorious by Muse. And then do I have any on YouTube?
Survey says.
Dude, Tame Impala, One More Hour. Really good song. God. You'd like that. Well, I can't listen to you. I can't listen to it with you on the way home because we're not going home.
I mean, I'm home already.
I know.
What is it? 1 more hour?
1 more hour. We'll have to listen to it after
Yeah, we
this.
can play it after this.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you have.
Yeah. 4 is good enough.
What do you got, Alex?
Very nice. Let's see. The first one I have is Fill Up My Cup by Altus and Lexner. I'll throw it in the Discord for you.
Please.
And the second song was very exciting. My Chemical Romance released something new.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, The Foundations of Decay. I have a lot of friends that are super into it. I was always a casual My Chem fan, but solid.
What is it
I'm
called?
enjoying it. The Foundations of Decay.
Okay.
There you go.
Now, is it like they're back? Or they're like, here's a new song just for the fuck of it?
It is a single, but I'm hoping it's gonna be like a lead up to like an album in like 6 months' time, maybe.
That
Well,
would
that's
they're
mostly
supposed to go,
wishful thinking.
Aren't they supposed to go on tour soon?
In theory. Assuming the plague doesn't start back
yeah,
up again in
assuming nothing happens again and it cancels everything.
full. Mhm. Yeah, that's what I got this week.
Nice.
Nice.
Anything else we'd
Nice.
like to cover, discuss?
No.
Slap one another, see if it makes good
Uh,
visual comedy.
hopefully the video and stuff ends up good on this. And plus the audio, I guess we're going to figure out how we sound.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think we're a little loud overall, but it's
Woo!
fine. I do kind of want to figure out a better video option because this looks bizarre to
Is
me.
your house crooked?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure it's not crooked.
But it's funny if your house is crooked.
No.
Where can we find us?
That's
hard.
fucking sure. You can follow us on Twitter at Take It That Day Pod, Facebook at Take It That Day Podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify at Take It That Day Podcast, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, all our smaller stuff.
And we're on YouTube, baby.
Yeah, you can watch us on YouTube, sub to us,
Woo!
and we hopefully we'll have
Share
some more.
us.
We'll have
Share
some
us.
more non-podcast related video stuff up there. We have the
Yeah.
Pokemon one, and
That'd be cool.
we'll
have more.
That's gotten some decent views, so I'm happy about that, and I've gotten some good reception feedback from it, so I'm happy about that.
That's cool. I've been telling
Um,
people a lot about it.
You can follow us on Twitch when we eventually start live streaming, hopefully someday.
What is our Twitch?
Twitch is at Take It The Day Podcast, and you can find all of those links
Take
in
that,
the description of all of this, either the video or the podcast in the audio version through Linktree. Because I got
Cool.
that set up finally.
Fantastic.
Woo! Good work, team.
Yeah.
And with that, I believe we'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah, it's been
Take
fun.
care.
Goodbye.
Bye.